Hey there, I'm Robert from Master Guitar Academy. Welcome to another Q&A with me. I have these question and answer sessions on a regular basis on my YouTube channel. Kind of share a few things that I know. Hopefully that you'll enjoy those. And you simply add a comment either by going to my website and submitting a question through there, or you can add a comment to a video, this one for example, and I'll do my best to answer your question in the future. All right, so this week I have been asked another music theory question. I don't know if you know this, but I am a big believer in music theory. Knowing scales and arpeggios and triads and chord tones and all that good stuff, that's very, very useful and very powerful. It does not have to be boring. Your playing doesn't have to be boring just because you know those things. It's just information, but having a lot of information on what you could do, a lot of options, not on the fretboard, but in your head, in terms of music theory, the better prepared you are for a lot of situations, right? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So this week, I've been asked about major 7 arpeggios. And what are those? Well, they are simply the chord tones for a major 7 chord. So if we look at E, for example, we can play a major 7 arpeggio in a lot of spots, but I'm going to do it up here, starting on the low E string on the 12th fret. So that would be the first note in the arpeggio. That's the 1. And then I'm going to the A string on the 11th fret. That would be the major 3rd. So that's 1, 3. We get the perfect 5th up here on the 14th fret on the A string. So now we have 1, 3, 5. If you play those together, you have a major triad, a basic chord. So 1, 3, 5, and then we play the major 7th note here. This is on the 13th fret on the D string. Those are the notes for the E major 7 arpeggio. So if we play those in succession, we get an E major 7 chord, which you can do like that, for example. But we're not just going to play the chord. I'm going to play a little idea, a little lick for you to show that you can use a major 7 arpeggio to create something that sounds very melodic and cool, right? And this is not blues. It's going to be major 7 sound, which is not the blues, the typical blues thing I often do. So this is different, right? So we have 1, 3, 5, major 7, and the major 7th note is only a half step away from the octave. So I have the 1 again here, E, on the 14th fret on the D string. And then I have the 3rd, the major 3rd on the G string on the 13th fret. And I have the perfect 5th on the B string on the 12th fret. And I have the major 7th note on the high E string on the 11th fret. And again, I get the 1 half step above. So if we play them together, and those are only the notes from the arpeggio. Those are the chord tones for an E major 7 chord. We can also get the major 3rd up here on the 16th fret on the high E string. Right? So it sounds like a chord broken up, and that's exactly what it is. But we can use those notes to play something melodic, as I mentioned. So I'm going to show you a little lick, I could call it. Well, it isn't a melodic idea, but the cool thing, it's only using these notes. and it can still sound like a good line. So this is what it sounds like. And by the way, I'm using a Line 6 JM4 looper pedal that I have loaded up with one of my backing tracks. Simply an E major 7 loop. But we'll add this lick on top of this little track and see what it sounds like. Here we go. Not too bad, eh? I think it sounds pretty cool. And the sweet thing is it's pretty much only the notes from the arpeggio. So the way I played it, it's like this. I just followed the arpeggio up. And at this point I played, to make it a little more pleasing sounding, I played backwards. And then I did this double stop where I do a hammer on from, this would be the 2nd or the 9th in terms of intervals. A G string on the 11th fret, then I hammer on up to the major 3rd, which is on the 13th fret. But I have this note, the 5th, on the B string ringing at the same time. Sort of like a little Hendrix idea, perhaps. And then just slide it down after. Sounds cool. And then the second time, I just end it differently. I just went up to the major 3rd up here on the 16th fret. Otherwise, it's the same. Major 3rd. The 1, and slide up to the major 3rd again. And add your favorite vibrato. Sometimes it sounds cool with the whammy bar. Optional. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And visit my website, Master Guitar Academy, where I have tons of videos and lessons in a lot of different styles. And if you join my website, you'll have hundreds of cool things to learn from me. All right, I'll see you next time.